From The Independent, Gemma Collins says it's her dream to be the first female James Bond. This is a low-hanging fruit, because have you seen Gemma Collins? But the good news is they've already got a title for the new film, The Pie Who Loved Me. Right, obviously I haven't got long to make this video. I have been working like a dog and I'm rushing out some stuff. I'm just trying to think of something to put out there so you've got something to watch until the weekend when I finally get some time off. The Independent, if you don't know, is just a lefty rag. Like, it's as bad as The Guardian, but it doesn't have as well-known a reputation. It's The Guardian with a different name. It's full-blown left-wing propaganda, and a lot of the stories are just wishful thinking. Like, if they want to see a morbidly obese female Bond who looks like she couldn't knock the fluff off a cappuccino, much less fight two black blokes with machetes on a stairwell, they'll just write a story about it and think, if we write a story about it, it'll definitely become a thing. It's like wish fulfillment for them. So I don't think the story's serious, but I do think the story's funny, so I'm going to read it to you. Gemma Collins has thrown her hat into the ring to be the first female James Bond. Gemma Collins' hat could fit 3 kilos of potatoes in it. Right? Took 3 men to throw her hat into the ring. So even now, you need a man to do the woman's job, because she's got a cow head. Presenting the Gemma Collins podcast, the Towie star said being an international super spy would be her dream job. I'd love to do a particular job which is all about keeping secrets. I'm obsessed with watching action movies and can see myself being the first female Bond. Really? You do realise that the primary job of being a spy, in a real life, an agent that has to go into foreign countries and actually get face-to-face with foreign assailants, it's probably violent, right? The number one task is usually going to involve acts of violence / murder. I don't think dusting the Battenberg crumbs off the front of your dress and heading off to Cairo to murder a man in a public lavatory is up your alley, Gemma. I think it should be a physically fit former Special Forces veteran who can run a mile in 6 minutes and pull your throat out. Right, I'm just putting it out there. I think you should stick to what you're good at, which is eating mayonnaise straight from the jar with a spoon. She continued, a plus-size Essex girl. The name's Bond, Gemma Bond. It's got a great ring to it, and I've got a licence to thrill, baby. You haven't. You've got a licence to hoover up French fancies like an aardvark hoovers up the ants at the anthill. You would be of no use to the military in any capacity. Nothing. I don't even think I'd trust Gemma Collins to work in the naffy. Because if she worked in the naffy, she A, couldn't get her fat fingers in the till, and B, would scran all the rolled over hot dogs before the lads could get any when they finally got time for a tea break. Decisions about who will replace Daniel Craig as the secret agent have been underway since the announcement that the much delayed film No Time to Die would be his last outing. Bookmakers suspended betting on Bridgerton star Jean Page taking the role after he swiftly rose in the ranks following the release of the Netflix series. No, it's because he's the right colour. Simple. That's why they suspended betting. Page said he was flattered by the association but brushed them off. He is the odds-on favourite to be announced as the new 007, overtaking previous frontrunners Tom Hardy and James Norton. And if you don't know, that is of course the aforementioned Gene Page. So he's nailed on, isn't he? That job is his. We know for a fact he's getting it, because it's not going to be a bloke who looks like me. By that I mean pale skin and blue eyes, rather than male pattern baldness. Craggy face, in his 40s. It should be a young, handsome bloke in his sort of late 20s from the UK, and everybody knows it. But because that's what everybody thinks and wants, that is not what you're getting. It'll either be him or Lenny Henry. So, to be frank, I'm not too displeased about it. I'd rather have Renee Jean Page than Lenny Henry. He'll at least do a better job than Lenny. And when your expectations are as low as mine are, Lenny Henry, I would have assumed he was getting it because they put him in everything else, even though he's not an actor or a comedian. He's definitely not a comedian. I'll take Mr. Jean Page. Better than Lenny. Better than Lenny. Anyway, let me know what you think. Who do you think is going to be the next James Bond? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think they're actually going to give it to someone that people want to see in the role? Because I don't. My expectations created years ago. Anyway, that's all I've got for you. Let me know what you think in the comments, and thanks for watching. See you all soon.